Hello, this is Sibyl Harmony and Apollo, and this is a video about the new Earth. So we're living in a time where things are falling apart. Why? Because we're moving to a new beginning. So this was prophesied and meant to be by the Mayan calendar, by Native Americans. For instance, the Hopi tribe believed that a blue star that showed up in 1997 was an energy that was starting to shift consciousness so that people could move away from greed, war, and disrespecting the earth. And so when that energy came in, they believe it came in 1997. The Mayans believed that the old energy ended in 2012, and then there was something about 2021. There was a book that Sylvia Brown did called End of Times, where different psychics and prophets saw different times when the next ending would come and the next beginning would come. So here on Earth, it isn't taught in our history books, but there have been many different Earths and then the ending of that Earth, whether we ended in big floods or earthquakes or other means. So I do readings where I can go back, I've gone back and looked at when the Earth was being formed, and many of us were here in spirit form, either in water, fire, air, ether, or earth energy. So that when you look at your astrological chart, it gives you a clue what your more predominant elements are. Is also when I look at past lives of people, I can tell, okay, I see you in the water, I see you, so we have had those types of earth here, those types of existence here of life. Many people know about Atlantis, Lemuria, which was before that. There are others that I don't really profess to know about. Maybe I should do some more meditating and searching back to see what else there is, if it's important. So there have been endings and beginnings here, and this is astrological, and it's also just like cycles. So Earth is a school, it's a learning planet. We are here to learn, it's the love planet. And it now is a planet where we have free will. And so we've all agreed to be here in this time of the big shift and the change of the ending and the beginning. So this might sound really strange, but there are some people here who may have been connected to Nazi Germany, different warlike cultures, pretty much the current regime or whoever's causing war now here on this planet, whoever is greedy, whoever is disrespecting the earth, and whoever is promoting war and violence are now not a war where they're protecting themselves. So this isn't cross the board, but whoever is promoting violence, narcissistic abuse, those types of things, cruelty, which I put under the category of war or violence, okay? Those people, some of them, not all of them, some of them are just misinformed or not awake. They're not awake to their feelings. Their heart chakra is closed. They're not evolved beings, so they've been programmed. But a lot of them are not just programmed by these dark energies, which are more reptilian type beings that have been here and that are other, like you could say, they're aliens. Most aliens are here helping us and highly evolved, but they're not all. And so these types of people, these people who are incarnate from these reptilian alien, and I know this is really far out, but really you believe that we're just a world by ourselves, all those stars out there are nothing, and then if we're good and we don't sin, we can go and when we die, go to Christian heaven and sit on clouds and watch angels playing harps for all of eternity. Really? That's the hamburger universe theory? Okay. So really, we don't know a lot of the dimensions and the planets that are out there, and I don't know all of it, but I do know this, and because it baffles me sometimes to see how cruel or how warlike or how violent or how greedy and how disrespectful of the earth and destroying of the earth when it is our home that some people can be. It's like, I don't understand that. Like, why would someone do that to their own peril? Because they are connected with it. They're not really from here. They're not really here to take care of the earth. They're here to take over the earth, and they're fine with leaving. They may not even be conscious of why they're doing that, except for in the moment they get power or money or glory or whatever they think it is they're getting. So but if you have that type of DNA with those type of beings, then you're more prone to that. Now, you don't have to be. You can become awakened. You can shift out of that. But there are many other beings here from other places that are here assisting the world by, guided by these higher downloads, a higher self, okay, the higher self. So Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Who's the Holy Ghost? Higher self. Okay, so when we are more connected to our higher selves, or we are awakened, which we all can do, then we start to understand the truth of who we are, or what we're doing here, or what's happening, that we're being programmed, and what we're living through now is a big power grab of greed, war, and destroying of the earth. And most people do not want that, even though they don't maybe believe in all the crazy stuff I'm saying. But okay, so and I don't care if you believe in it or not, that's okay. But what I have seen is that there are dreams. I've had dreams, prophetic dream of the way the world will be. Someday the world will be at peace and in harmony with the earth. All races will work together, and we will be peaceful warriors. We will be like awareness soldiers or something. Like, we're not going to get there by I'm not saying we need to be violent or start a WAR, something like that, but I am saying that we are going to stand up for what is true and right and protect our planet. And that when we have this more evolved earth, which we are going to, there won't be any money anymore. We will respect the earth. We will be the species of human, not really all these countries, even though we may be in other areas, different areas, that we will be able to come together and work together for the good of all of us. That's not for a long time, but we are going through the worst of it now, and we are going into a better time, like maybe 5 years from now, next year. Next year, well, this is probably the worst year we're going through now. And this, I will say, this current regime in there now, I'm not, against Republicans or anything like that. I'm not for all Democrats, anything like that. But this current regime that's in here now is really a reptilian regime and hell-bent on destroying the earth for greed. And although they're saying they're not for war, because most people are not for war, they are violent and cruel, which is whatever. They can be easily bought off to, like, let's support a war, whatever. So, yes. So, okay. So, how does this help you? Well, to know that what you are doing here is important, just simply being in the consciousness and the energy of love and support. Because you may feel like you're watching this happening, and what can you do? One vote? Your vote is important. And it is important to get involved, to volunteer, to donate, to do whatever, speak out, post, whatever you can. But it also is important to say prayers and to be the energy, the light of consciousness and empathy, whether you just practice that in your daily life or you do it on more community or even national or global level. So everyone is important. Every bit of it is important, that we are sharing the energy of love and empathy and respect for ourselves and respect for all people. And I talked about this in the political video I did yesterday. This should be coming out on Thursday, the 12th, about having MAGA family members and going to the barbecue. And I felt like the empathy and the compassion and I set boundaries with them. I respect myself, but people learn from what you do and not so much by trying to force them or control them, because we have to make sure that we aren't becoming monsters. Don't become like them. But when you're chasing monsters, but we also want to make sure that we are holding our ground and setting boundaries and holding accountable and being like warriors, peaceful warriors ourselves, that we are not being victims. We're not just being like, oh, love and light. That's not what it's about. It's about taking back our power, protecting the earth, those that are vulnerable, and sharing love and compassion and our strength and our power. And we are going into a new world. This is a new world. And we are living through this exciting time of the beginning of it. And you can feel that in your awakening. That's why I teach awakening in my courses. I have I have a free course coming up in July about energy and awakening and manifesting. And then I have a certification course coming up for teaching classes with videos in August, September, and October to become an angel ascended master practitioner for yourself, for your own awakening, or if you want to work with healing other people or doing reading. And so I'm really excited to put those out, and I hope to see you there. And check out my courses. They're on my website, sibylharmony.com. I posted it on also my website name on my community page, so you can go to posts. And I also have a members group that I do. This week, I guess we won't have a lot of people. I'm doing this every second and fourth Saturday at 12 o'clock Pacific time. I answer questions and I'm on with members. So that's a cool little group if you're interested in that. So check that out, and please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. And sending you so much love. I really appreciate all your wonderful comments. Thank you so much. And we are going to a better world. We're just living through the hard times of it now, but we are. Don't give up. You're needed. Everything is needed. Every kind word, every prayer, every selfless act, even if you're just sending light and love to people, that's huge. Okay? Take care. Bye for now. Yeah.